Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin. And this is the latest in I think like 7th film in this franchise, which I haven't seen any of them, so this is my first venture into Paranormal Activity. From what I understand about the original films, they were like nanny cams and stuff like that, and just capturing people inside a house. And this one is really a documentary, well, a mockumentary. And Emily Bader plays this young woman who goes to this remote, like, Amish village where she finds that this is where she came from, this is where she has family, and she's never really known anyone from her family before. And in this, she is realizing there's something weird going on and something strange is being kept as a secret. And this is from writer Christopher Landon, who has done things like Happy Death Day and Freaky, which I'm a fan of, and William Eubank is the director who directed Underwater, which I thought was a really solid film. This, doesn't do anything really original with the found footage, documentary kind of style. There's definitely moments where, especially towards the climax, the lighting and the ridiculous shaky movements of the camera, you can't even tell what the hell's going on, which is really unfortunate because you can tell some crazy things are going on and you probably would have wanted to see them. And this is out on Paramount Plus, and watching this on my TV, it's like there's definitely moments I couldn't tell what was going on in the climax. There's also moments that this film really leans on jump scares and auditory jump scares, so like the big loud sounds when something pops out or something comes at you, and they feel cheap. And I would have hoped better from the creative people that are behind this, that they wouldn't lean into so many tropes like that from horror films. And I never really felt truly connected to most of these characters. You have Emily Bader's character at the center, who's the one who's trying to reconnect with her background, and there's a couple moments where they build some really strong, sustained suspense, like she's getting lowered down into a well, and that sequence is particularly creepy, and what turns out to be hidden in this, underneath this home, is pretty terrifying and leads to some really solid scares throughout. But this film just feels like you've seen this kind of thing before, except for like evil Amish people, and basically they just play off a whole bunch of stereotypes of Amish people. And even the ending feels like it's an obnoxious setup for a sequel, and it's just like, well, it could have just ended where it ended, but you had to tack that thing on the end. So honestly, I was a little disappointed by this, but there were definitely some moments that really worked, and there's definitely some strong craft and ideas that go into this film, and if you're a big horror fan, I think you'll get something out of this film. But those are my thoughts on Next of Kin. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.